is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Ready.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Texans at 4-11 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
Here we go.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That means they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calls, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's coming like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Stroud on 3rd down now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. His way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Down at the 25. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Ready?
Stroud to throw it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Peterman. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Peterman. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Drill 52.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready.
Second down throw now from Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Down.
On second down, it's Stroud. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here goes Stroud again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go play action with Peterman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Peterman. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Set, ready.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's Pierce. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. action. It's Peterman. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They go play action now. Peterman. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Peterman. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fourth down, Peterman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play?
Here we go.
Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Attempt carry for Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Peterman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Do you have one of those trucks charts that tells you to go for two or go for one?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
And trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by one.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Ready, break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
Okay, right.
Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Ready, set. Hut.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead. You're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 33 yards. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
the double.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, and the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Come on. Hey! 19 Tiger.
The center receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and goal, Peterman. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Stroud to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. George Karlaftis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready.
Stroud. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go. Ready.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're not running it. Peterman wants to throw it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action. Now Peterman. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Second down and goal. Peterman rolling to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having,
On the ready?
a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Oh, Peterman going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this one...